Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. There has been a bit of a dearth of videos recently, and that is due to the incredibly stale alchemy positions. Obviously the last standard set came out months and months ago and is all but solved, and the latest alchemy set has been, I would say that I haven't found a set ruined, an alchemy standard ruined as much as by the One Ring, because it is literally in every deck. It's not like this when people go, oh, this card's in every deck. No, because you still have to play the right colours. This is a colourless broken card. Like, please, can we do something? Like, let's just ban it or make it 5 mana. Make it something like a serious nerf to that shit, because you just look at the play percentages, it must be astronomical how high it is played in alchemy. I'm fed up with it. So that is partly why I haven't been playing. So what I thought is, why, instead of not playing, why not try another format? So what I've done is have a look at the top Explorer decks being played, and one of the easier looking ones is a Collected Company Angels deck. So for those who don't know, Explorer is basically the arena version of On Its Way to Pioneer. So it's standard, it's not standard, it's a sort of tabletop-esque format. There's been no nerfs or things like that. So it's not like an alchemy format, it's a paper format, effectively, On Its Way to Pioneer. So nothing has been nerfed or buffed. There are bans, but I have no idea what those are. So this deck is all based around Collected Company, which was in standard around about a year after I started playing, maybe. I remember going through playing with this in standard when I was a complete noob. And yeah, this Collected Company, so it's a 4-costing instant. Look at the top 6 cards of your library, put 2 creature cards of mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Now, I'm sure I could Google this question, but I wonder how many creatures you need to reliably hit 2, or like reliably as in 3/4 of the time or more. So we have 8, 12, 16, 21 creatures below 3 or less. So a third of our deck feels like we should hit 2 often. Maybe we need more. Maybe it's not quite right. But it feels we're probably doing okay. What I should probably do is, maybe I should change these for Brutal Cathars or something. Anyway, too late for that. That's what we're running. And then Angels, the reason why this synergizes well with Angels is thanks to the power of Righteous Valkyrie, which is obviously no longer in standard, but it has been for a long time, so most people watching the channel will recognise this. A 3-costing Angel Cleric, 2/4 flying. Whenever another Angel or Cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. So bringing in 2 creatures at instant speed that can push you over the threshold of, as long as you have at least 7 more than your starting total. Creatures you control get +2/+2, so it can bring in creatures, gain you a little life, and buff all your creatures at instant speed, effectively, which is why this is very nice. We also are running Bishop of Wings, which was in M20, and it's a white human cleric 1/4. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. Synergizes extremely nicely with Righteous Valkyrie. And whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token. That can just sort of help you if you've nearly beat the opponent down and then you get board wiped. You end up with a bunch of 1/1s. Can be nice. And now I'll just go through the rest of the deck. So we are running 4 Speaker of Heavens. This is a white 1-drop. It's a 1/1 Vigilance Lifelink, and it has tap, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate only if you have at least 7 more than your starting life total, and only as a sorcery. So we can create white angel tokens, which obviously will gain life if we have a Righteous Valkyrie or a Bishop of Wings, and will come in bigger than 4/4s if we have a Giada. So obviously it's a bit of a win more card, because you have to have at least 27 life to be able to activate this, but obviously life gain isn't particularly an issue in this deck. We're running 1 Lunarch Veteran, 1/1, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you control, you gain 1 life, and it has a disturb, but we won't cover that. Brave the Elements, I'm running a 1-off. This is an instant from M14, so an old card. Choose a colour, white creatures you control gain protection from the chosen colour until end of turn. Now everything in here is a white creature, so we can protect our whole board, or we can dodge blockers, or whatever. We're trying it. I'm running 4 Giada Font of Hope. This is currently in standard. It's a 2/2 flying vigilance. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So we have, 21 less 5, that's 9. So 12 plus 1, 2, 3. We have 15 angels in the deck. So plenty of angels to come in. We're running, it also has tap, add white, spend this only to cast an angel spell. So it's a bit of a ramp into our more expensive angels as well. 3 Ossification, also in standard, won't cover that. 2 Soul Partitions, also in standard, won't cover that. And then we're running 2 Angelic Ascensions. This is an N21 card. It's 1 and a white. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. The reason I'm trying this is it feels quite versatile in the sense that it can upgrade our own creatures if they're being targeted by removal. So if the Speaker of Heavens or Giada or any of these 3 drops are targeted by removal, dodging the removal and gaining a 4/4 feels quite nice. Obviously, we would be upset to trade our Righteous Valkyrie for a 4/4 token, but it's a lot better than not having it, especially when Giada means that the tokens coming in could be bigger than 4/4. If we've got more life and we've got a Righteous Valkyrie alive, it could be a 6/6. It could be gaining us extra life if we have a Bishop of Wings alive. So there's lots of good things about an angel creature token, but also if our opponent does drop something big and scary, having an instant speed exile effect for it could also be very nice. So talking sort of World Spine Worms or whatever, being able to exile those could be very helpful. We are running 4 Righteous Valkyries, which we've covered, and then 4 Resplendent Angel. This was an M19 Angel, quite widely played at the time. 1, a white, 3/3 with flyer. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more, so that's ours and the opponent's, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. Pay 6 until end of turn. Resplendent Angel gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink. In other words, it could become a 5/5 and trigger its own effect if it manages to connect with the opponent or a creature and not die. The nice thing is this works, so it's going to create us angels if we gain lots of life. We have, again, our 2 big life gain engines, but also we're able to gain life in our opponent's turn if we have either of these down with Collected Company, given that Collected Company is an instant. So we could potentially create 3 angels in our opponent's turn, 2 from the CoCo and 1 from the Resplendent Angel, which would basically be enough to win most games. We're running 1 Legion Angel, which allows us to pull more Legion Angels out of our sideboard. Sigarda, Font of Blessings, is a 2, a green and a white, in standard from one of the latest standard sets. It's a 4/4 flyer. Other permanents you control have hexproof. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast angel spells and human spells from the top of your library. All creatures in this deck are either angels or humans, so seems to have some synergy in the deck. And finally, we're running 1 Lyra Dawnbringer, just because I want to try it out. It's a 5 costing mythic 5/5, a legendary creature angel, flying, first strike and lifelink, and other angels you control have +1/+1 and have lifelink. Seems pretty good given we're trying to gain lots of life. We have lots of angels, giving them a 1/1 and lifelink on a body this big. How bad can it be? Then I'm running slightly not as many like dual lands as you would think, because we're running ossification, so I've still kept the sort of 12 basic lands to try and get that to work. As I just said, maybe what we should do is ditch this, go all dual lands, turn these into Brutal Cathar so we can hit them off Collected Company. I think that would probably be better now that I'm looking at it. In fact, let's even do that now. In fact, I don't even know that Brutal Cathar is the best creature, so let's do some proper research on the fly during the intro video. I mean, that's a cleric, and it was really nasty at the time. This is what I was thinking of. Is there anything else that actually just flat exiles creatures like the Brutal Cathar? Oh, there is the, what was it? This one. Yeah, enters battle. This is what we should be running. Because then they don't get it back if they get rid of the apparition. Although, the fact that this is a human and this works with humans, let's go like this. I don't know which is better. They're both slightly different versions of the same thing. A 2/2 creature that exiles something. This, if they kill it, they get it back, but it has the upside of its night form. This has the slight downside that it gives them a token back. Well, upside that it gives them a token back, but it doesn't have the upside here, and it's not a human to synergize with this. Let's try both. Okay. That's the deck. Let's have some games on the Explorer ladder and see how we get on. Alright, here we go. It's an interesting hand, but it'll do. Look at our 1/1 Vigilance lifelink. Gosh, the power level in Explorer just so much higher than standard. Just look at these cards. Look at this card. What is this? What is this madness? Kind of weaksy. What are you doing? I don't even know what kinds of things we're playing against here, so it's impossible to know if I'm ahead or behind, to be honest. Probably the same? Yeah, same deck. Okay. don't want to be facing that. Okay. This is not a plains, so we can't use that. No CoCo for them. Giada, okay. We need another plains, ideally. But we could hold for CoCo instead. Knowing that our opponent's probably going to do the same. Kayla's Reconstruction, that's an interesting card to put in it, eh? Oh my goodness. Did they have 2 Righteous Valkyries in the top 7? So we can do 9 to something. They'll kill both once the Valkyrie dies, unless they try and kill the Resplendent Angel. Like that would be a mistake, but I need another plains, damn it. We have enough life for the short term. $79 against 56. What is this? Creatures you control are indestructible. 100 life. That's a cleric as well. Okay. Surely they don't want to kill their Valkyries. I guess they can give it indestructible to kill one of these. Okay. Gets rid of the spirit. Come on, man. Can get rid of Giada. Down to 92, it's okay. Apparition, nice. Probably take our Righteous Valkyrie. Nope. Everything gets a bit smaller. That's the plains. Good. I'm not sure how we're ever going to get through 131 life, but 5/5 Veteran. I'm not liking these lay down arms, so I'll have to try another removal spell. Maybe these. It's not a bad shout, although it doesn't trigger this. Bing, bing, bing. Just get land, please. You must be due some land. Good. Apparently we are too. At least we can keep doing this though, and they'll get bigger each turn. This one will actually be able to attack. What? You had 157 life. Okay, let's have a look at what we can put in instead of lay down arms. Alright. Diamond, diamond. So here's the new cards that we've gone instead of lay down arms. Let's see how we do. Keep. Okay, so it's the prowess deck. I have seen this deck as well, so I know it's the not prowess. It's like about targeting your own creatures, right? I'm not sure. I can't remember what the word is. Like a magecrafty type deck. Heroic. That's the word. Oh. Not sure about that, but fine. Yeah, we'll go with this first. Gain life is good. They've probably got removal, but we definitely won't be blocking if we get the chance to. Nope. They're down to 2 cards, so while it looks bad, I'm sure it could be worse. Do we do Giada? Or do we ossify their ossification? Maybe that's what we do. Oh, it's any creature or planeswalker. We can't do that then. Maybe that wasn't worth it. Forget about that limitation. That's painful. That's what we needed. And we can hold open these 2. It's not the deck I thought it was. It's not heroic. It's a bit different. Okay. Do we just get a 4/4? Block that, take 4. The alternative is we soul partition this, block this and take 2. Maybe that's a bit better. Okay, CoCo will just keep for that, I think. Could still be dead anyway, they've got a lot of spells to cast. And there's going to be some hasty Thopters coming our way. I like the deck though. Using the newish PNLR, it's cool. Yeah. At least we do have flyers. I mean, we've just got to hit reasonably well. Let's play with fire. We basically need to find the life gain angel. This one. Okay. Gain 8. That's pretty good. So we can take 7. Yeah, I think so. So that's Giada. because that will gain us 6 life. And I think we'll save for Ascension, assuming they might not have removal, but this only gains us 1. So let's just hold. Could be a like chump and use this type of fare. Opponent does have basically infinite cards with all these reckless impulses, showdowns, and etc. But feels like if we can hold on another turn, we might turn this game. Spreading it evenly, which is interesting. Obviously, we'll have played this matchup before, playing against Resplendent Angels in. Okay. In Explorer is relatively common. They've got a lot going on. This would be taking 13. It's a bit much, but then this gains us 4 back. 8, 13. Fuck it. I think we're dead, right? I'm not sure what I could actually... Yeah, if this had gotten to 5 life, we would have been there with this. That would have been it. But I think here we're in trouble. This mistake, exiling this, actually cost us quite a lot. Put me a little bit behind on board, and I'm like 1 turn off of like turning this. So we just block everything that does 2 and see where we end up. Yeah. 0. Close. Close. No cigar. Alright. That last one was a bit annoying. Did we get first or second? I can't remember. I'll have to check. It was again 1 turn in it, it felt. Providing me top lands, I suppose. Blue white, probably control. Okay, spirits. So whenever another spirit in the battlefield, 1 turn, sacrifice it. Counter target instant or sorcery. Okay, so it's a counter for nasty. I don't know what's in this deck, but obviously we need to get rid of this thing. Play Giada and block with it. We could just Soul Partition the Wanderer. I think we should do it now. I mean, they could be running Spell Pierce, right? It's kind of hold priority either way because they could sack the Wanderer. But they obviously won't. I'd rather be able to replay it. I wonder if there is a Spell Pierce. No. Okay, good. We can't be just letting them draw tons of cards, right? I feel like that has to be the right play. And obviously I cast it in my turn because this feels like a counter-heavy deck. Are there flash spirits? There probably are, but this is just going to get countered. What? What? They're hoping we played non-creatures in my very creature-heavy deck. Supreme Phantom, other spirits get 1/1. Let's pretend we care about that when really what we care about is resolving Giada, shall we? I have no idea what spirits exist, to be honest. I'm such an inexperienced Explorer player. It's just like playing Hearthstone. Okay. I'm assuming this will now resolve. It's only put just 2 life off being able to activate Speaker. Okay. So that can now sack for 2 to stop us playing this, but not this. So enchantment-based removal seems good against spirits. And it does combat damage to player, draw a card. Fucking hell. Okay. Can't stop that. Some extra land for us, which I suppose we'll play. Look, this is good against instants and sorceries, so I don't know. They would need something decent to stop us paying 3. I mean, they could have stuff like you have to pay. What? Oh, I must have clicked on that. Oops. God, I thought I was being asked to do something to that in Exile then. Honestly, I feel like a complete noob. I know, I am. Sweet. No more staggering insight. We'll attack with all of them. Gain a little more life. So we can, if we use this on the bishop, for example, or on the speaker, we can create a 5/5. If we use it on Giada, we don't. Oh, we will gain 4 life, and then we can tap this and create another one. Let's see if they care. They would have to sack this one to counter it. And then save the Giada anyway. Okay. I don't really want more land, but thanks deck. Wonder if they'll trade the 1 for the 1/1. Nope. Okay, now, any angel, and we can start spitting out angels as speaker. Okay. Let's leave this back. I mean, they'll die eventually. They've got to play something. They're just flooding as well, maybe. Okay, let's try and play it. Got 4 mana open, 5 if you count this, but I don't think you can pay. No. Okay. Sweet. We both flooded, but we just were better. Alright. Let's get on those winning ways. Fine. Not sure we want this really. Could be a bit slow, couldn't it? It's like a kind of a win more card. 4 creatures out already. Probably I'll ditch that. Bishop. Hard to remove ish. Spirits? Maybe. Let's try and cast this. Resolves. Resolves. Opponent's just control maybe. Yeah. Okay. I have no way of getting rid of that, I don't think. Oh, we do, I suppose. We've got Soul Partition now. Nice. It's making me kind of think about a weakness of this deck, really, because this is a bit crap, and these don't do anything. And now we've not got a green land source. Yeah, the deck doesn't feel quite right. I think we'll ditch these. I only included it because I thought I'd remembered seeing them at some point in the past in a similar deck. But Ossification might keep 2, and then I'd get some removal which is a bit more flexible. I don't know what there is, but I'll have a look. Okay, we can get these 2 back maybe. Okay. He can go in the ossification.
Let's skip to the good part.
We'll probably have a negate or similar. Yeah, V2. I remember this in standard. Let's try this then. We've got 2 of them, so hopefully one of them will get rid of Teferi. Good.
I'll have a better plan next time.
What's this? It's going to be like a pay. It's going to be a make disappear or something. Hence why they didn't use it on this. Yeah. Okay. If this was like a 6/6 with for 6, then we'd be more interested in playing it. This is going to come down and cause some pain for us now, though. I wonder what their win con is. Hullbreaker Horror? No, that's too crap, right? It's going to be something like... I mean, this is a win con, yeah, but... Could just be Teferi. Counter spells, board wipes, and Teferi. These, yeah, forgot about those.
This isn't a fight. No time for a break.
This isn't going to go well, is it? With this, I mean, they've already got 9 rounds, and we've got 4. Whatever. Okay, just going to do a little bit of deck editing here, because obviously this isn't quite working. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of maybe one of these. I don't know the angels that we would want in this deck, because put a 1/1 counter on it. It's crap, isn't it? Sacrifice permanent. No. This, no. You have hexproof. No. Not really, a bit slow or naff. Play this in some snowlands, maybe. No. Any number of non-angel, no. You planeswalkers control and other creatures you control hexproof. Probably no. A bit slow. And now we're getting a bit expensive. I mean, there's probably tons I haven't collected as well, I don't know. Angel spells cost 2, so it costs 3 itself. No, sanctions. It's not bad. Just expensive, right? It's all expensive. Other permanents have hexproof. Top card of your line. Okay, we'll test one of these because angel spells off the top could be fun. That's a human's benefit. Okay, so no other angel things we want. So we could go for like this. For the extra life gain to try and trigger Resplendent Angel, because this needs 5 life and this provides 4, so it's only really these 2 life gain sources that we have. So Johnny's welcome is an option, right? No, that's not an option. No protection spells. No, that's not going to be that helpful. Built to last. The artifact, no. White creatures you control get protection from the chosen colour until end of turn. All of our creatures are white creatures. I'll throw one of those in just to test it out. Destroy target enchantment. Target creature gains indestructible. God's Willing is classic protection. There's only one creature. It does give a scry though. Goodness, there's so many 1-drops in an Explorer. How are you supposed to choose out of all this? Legion's Landing, 1/1 for lifelink. Not really any good in this deck. No, Portable Hole, I mean maybe, but not really. Dinosaurs, if only dinosaurs were good. What's that? +7/+7. Bonus blocking. No. Sigarda's Aid. No. Skrell for protection. Indestructible. Okay. I think we're fed up of looking through all these 1-drops now. What about this one? Damage, black and red. We haven't come into a lot of black and red yet though. You are ambushed on the road. I don't know, maybe we'll just put one of these in as well. Let's try that. So what I'm not saying is having 1-ofs in a deck is good for, you know, the finished product. What I'm saying is I don't really have a clue about this format, and what would be helpful for me is trying out, if this card comes up, like, is it ever useful? I appreciate that it's not proper testing, because really you need to try it in the number you would be playing it in, because some things are better as duplicates, etc. But because I know so little, I think just any empirical evidence will give me a steer as to whether the card is complete trash or not. Like, this has actually come in useful around, so it's earned a spot. Soul Partition hasn't, but that's mostly because we haven't really drawn it. I feel like Brave the Elements could be good. And the Lyra hasn't been drawn at all yet, I haven't even seen it, so at least we're going first this time. Legion Angel we haven't seen our 1-of either. Could make it a 2-of. 2 in the sideboard. Okay. So Fatal Push is in this format, right? I know it's in Historic, I guess it's in this, which is destroy target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less, so bit of a good one against Giada. Okay. Yeah. Do we want to just jam the Valkyrie? Probably. Comes in as a 3/5. Relatively hard to remove. I mean, obviously any 2 Doomblade type effect will get rid of it, but killing the Giada. And then Corpse Appraisery. Okay. So this is either vampires or Grixis and mid-range. Probably more likely mid-range, right? Vampires, don't know what's for sale in that department. There's the fun Sorin Planeswalker, but now they're playing Duress main deck, so I think we'll just play this, shall we? And it's already down to 15. Nothing good in there really. This we're not that bothered about. And we've got enough Giadas to keep playing them. Bone Crusher Giant. Oh man, when that was in Standard, it was in every single red deck. Okay, still can't take out this Valkyrie, which is nice. So maybe we should ossify this, because this would kill the Giada again. Although I guess we can just Angelic Ascension it. We'll hold open for Ascension. I don't know what 5-drops they're playing, but I guess it could, if they play something nasty, this could be good, but... Okay. Let's try this. It would put us on to 25 life, which would be pretty good. And obviously gives us a good blocker. Of course, Fable is the eagle, yeah. Been a while since I've seen this card. Nice. So what do we do here? Do we get rid of Fable with this and ossify this and attack? We've got a 2-turn clock, so let's attack. I don't think we care about the draw or discard. I think we'd rather hold open these two. So don't bother with the ossify. Throwing away Thoughtseize, too much life to pay at this point, I suppose. Yeah, and another one. So they're definitely like trying to control what we're doing basically. So I think holding open stuff is the right idea. Don't make their turn easy for them. Croxer. So if they escape it, we'll have to discard, but that's okay. We'll just discard the ossification. And that would be 2/3 of their mana. And it wouldn't stop us from finishing them. Bone Crusher doesn't do a lot for them. Okay. So do we do this on here? Probably. They're more likely to find a solution to their impending doom with 3 mana than 2. Sweet. Felt nice. Alright. Turlio. We've actually got some of our speakers and a CoCo this turn, so very nice hand. No interaction, mind you. So we've got 5 interaction spells in the deck. Yeah, not many. Well, okay. 2 more basic lands, yeah, we won't end up with that, so. Angels, yeah. Green, white, it's got to be Angels. Let's play this. We're playing a 3rd one of these isn't getting us anywhere. So being on the draw against a deck where they've put the bishop up is probably not great, and they've got the Valkyrie. Yeah, this is not great. Ooh. Okay. that is going to be really bad. Because they are going to then trigger Resplendent. Another 10 life. Yeah. At least we have our CoCo. Maybe I should have played this and this, so that we get more life gain off the CoCo triggers. Or, I don't know. Okay, we've seen this now in a couple of decks, so maybe this is worth playing. I mean, when it's buffed it gives that, but I'm not sure. Oh man. I guess that is the risk. That is the risk. Let's get a veteran instead of our Ajanis, just because I realised that one more creature to hit is always going to be good. I realised when I was making that edit that we have 7 interaction spells, not 5. So 7 is actually quite a lot for a deck that itself is the deck that, you know, is trying to overrun the game. So we might lower that a little bit. Let's see where we end up. Interesting. Got the Brave the Elements. Okay. Red. We should be nice against red because we're all life gain. Yeah. Obviously this isn't nerfed here, as I'm used to playing against the nerfed version in Alchemy, but 2-2 again here. We need the bishop to live really, but at least all removal they use on this, they can't use on this. I mean obviously worth them removing it, but problem with running red in this format, isn't there a really good life gain combo as well with the squirrels, or is that only in historic? I just feel like there's so many good decks. So they can't do Ember Cleave, 5, 7. I feel like blocking is bad. Can't do 6 to face with 2, can they? Oh, double skewer. Why am I just don't know this format, man. Thing is, if we'd have blocked, we'd have lost the Valkyrie, but maybe that would still be okay. Because then they wouldn't have the damage to face. Yeah, probably would have been alright to not block. I mean, only double skewer, right? Is there any other 3 damage to face for 1 mana? I don't know if that was a good or bad play. Tell me what you think. Okay. We did lose a rank. I'm going backwards, but I'm having fun, so... Do we do Veteran? And then Speaker? No, the Speaker could hit to gain 1 life. I think that's better. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, the play patterns are different as well. 1 life, yeah, maybe I should have done the way around. Could almost be worth soul partitioning that, to be honest. Yeah. Because they're never gonna. It's never gonna be good value to replay it for 3, but giving something protection, or no, sorry, indestructible, is too good. Mutable, we should be playing that. With all creature types, we should definitely be playing. Wow, definitely proven right, given that this is now what we're seeing. Okay, another Dauntless Body. Oh, this it has to be the chosen creature, so that one wasn't even doing anything anyway. My bad. Read the card. I assumed it was like the dog. There's a dog, 1-cost dog that gets another creature indestructible. And I think that you don't have to choose something. Obviously they're running white humans, so they wouldn't be running a dog, but that's how I assumed it worked. So this is phase 6, gets +2/+2 life from being able to trigger itself. Very sweet effect. Opponent seems to have not be sure whether they want to attack with Dahlia here. You probably do, but then that's because I can see my hand maybe, I don't know. Hello David, have you disconnected my friend? I'm looking forward to getting my 4/4, but I'm guessing there's Brutal Cathars or some other exiling human in this deck. Interesting that this is making it into Explorer, the CoCo Vanguard. Yep, well done. Must have actually disconnected. That could actually be a relevant card in this matchup. If we get one more round, this is going to be pretty strong. Because we'll have 6 lifelink. So 8 lifelink. Yeah, wow. That would be extremely relevant. Although this angel will probably get removed, right? Resplendent. Possibly too. Oh, we can already cast this with Giada as well. Always forget about the mana generation here. One of the best features of Giada. Definitely need to stick this land in, although I guess we're trying to keep up basic slots for it. Maybe we should scratch that plan completely. It's not like Alchemy is Cathar, where there's like a must remove creatures. Format is so fast, you can just go over those creatures. That would have been nice to keep. So if we don't draw a land, we won't have any angels to attack with. Come on, dude. You're not the quickest player. Do we play this before Lyra for the life? It's a good blocker as well. Yeah. Because we'd rather be able to attack immediately with an angel. Could be a bad play. I don't know what big finisher there is in mono white. Is there like, there's no big, everything gets trample and ++, right? It's all green effects. Like the end race forerunner type thing. At the moment, we're pretty level in life, thanks to our little veteran. He's putting in some work. Wasn't really aware that there would be like aggro decks in Explorer, but we've played 2 in a row now, so obviously need to be better prepared for that. Not sure what I was imagining, to be honest. God, this card, I completely forgot about this card. Lunarch Veteran. Maybe we should be running that. It used to get run in the standard Angels deck, but probably not quite strong enough in Explorer. We just put it on the Thalia or Bodyguard and attack, I think. Well, not Bodyguard, Thalia, otherwise I'll just block with this. So, if they don't attack, this entering would gain us 5 life, put us on 21. If we've drawn a land, this will hit for 3, 24. Still won't be able to activate this. Okay. So Speaker's probably not going to get activated this game. At what point does it become worth them swinging with more? We probably need to be under 10 at the moment, as it stands. Just because we've got enough blockers. There are only 2 creatures ahead. They have got this as well, though, which will be a 3/2. Yeah. No block. We are going to gain loads back, so only control one basic land. That is a bit annoying, but never mind. Still gains us 5, and then they've got a 6/6 first strike lifelink flyer to deal with. Which would basically need to be Brutal Cathar or similar. Your Thalia isn't going to carry this any longer on her own. What is this card? Oh. Shit. 3, 7, 10, 13, 15, 18, yeah. Okay. To be fair, they should not attack with the Mutavault, right? Because it's not white. And it only applies to white creatures, so we can then block with Lyra. Gain 6 life back. That was just a big blunder. I just thought we were dead. They just handed us back 6 life by attacking with Mutavault. Yeah. I wonder if I'd have played CoCo. Could we have gotten above? Could we have found? Could we have found enough life to get over the amount that would have meant I could have killed? Could have missed lethal there, in theory, depending on what we hit. But pretty confident anyway. 7, 10, 12. It was 17 damage, but obviously we got enough blockers on the field, let alone with CoCo. Nice. GG. That'll do. We went quite far up in life rather than down. Man, when this deck goes off, it does do going off. They declared attackers and we're on 15, right? Something like that. And we're now on... that only activates as a sorcery. Now on 55. And this is all without the flipping Righteous Valkyrie. We didn't get a single one this game. Shows you don't need it with these bishops. Gained 46 life this turn. I'm not sure why David's now going to drag out, but... Come on, David. Don't be salty. I mean, you've been being slow anyway, so it could just be that still. I like this. This must be new in Explorer Anthology, latest one or something, because I don't remember seeing it before. But in aggro decks, so that's very decent to force stuff through. If they hadn't powered up that Mutavault, we'd have been dead. why do we have to wait for the clock again now? How is this possibly what the game needs? An extra rope at this point after they've expired 2 ropes, 3 ropes? I don't know how many by now. But the amount of time that's given to griefers is unbelievable in this game. Boom. Alright. Psi 84. Back up to Platinum 1. This isn't the best hand, but we'll play it. Got some removal, got a CoCo, got this for what it's worth. It's probably not. Just having now drawn it and seen it in my opening hand is probably not something we want in our deck. Let's give it a chance. This is your chance, Sigarda. Make a difference this game. Or you are Don's bin after this. It's my little water jug. 2.6 litres. That's what you need. Sit at your desk all day kind of guy. Nice decent sized water jug. What have we got here? Not another person disconnecting. What is it with Explorer and people not just wanting to actually play? Okay, I'll change my mind. Keep holding on. Come on, sigh. Why have I got this pet? What have I done? Wow, okay. Back to you, my friend. My turn took literally a tenth of what yours took. Just a bone crusher this. Okay. Comes target of a spell, so we can do this now. Because it's an ability, not a spell. Save us some damage. Shield. So we'll just CoCo. So this is Rakdos mid-range, eh? Bone Crusher, Sheldred, what else do you reckon is in here? Croxer. Nah, bruv. I'm not about that life. Gotta get my CoCo off, gain some life. Why are we hit? How many creatures are you supposed to have for CoCo? How many have we got in here? 4, 8, 12, 16, 21. We've got. How many do you need for CoCo to hit 2 reliably? Because we do not have whatever it is. And now more land? What? 1, 2, 7, 8 in the top 50, 14. Flip it out. At least we could have a... This does allow the Bishop of Wings to be played off the top as well. I mean, that's a little nice thing. And the Speaker, because the only non-angels are humans. So this actually could shine. Although the flooding could ruin it as a fun one. Come on, opponent. What are you possibly thinking about? I don't know how people play this game so slowly. It's actually relatively easier. I've never played this format. I haven't got a freaking clue what's going on, and yet I don't think like this. Like, come on. looking for removal. That's not the hard principle to work out. Try to remove this thing. Infinite cards. Imagine if it let you play lands off the top as well. I mean, I don't want to block this Sigarda. I don't know what spells are out there, but all kinds of different shocks, which they can't do on the bishop because of Sigarda. I guess bishop has to go. What is this? Look! Come on, man. Okay. Okay. That last one. The flood was real. 9 lands in the top 15. Yikes. Okay, let's chuck you in first this time. Test it this way around, and also because we're against Fatal Push now. Interesting card, don't see every day. Like it. We're going to be expecting to be against some Lilianas then. Black Control. That's it, you use all that shit up now, man. Okay. Didn't need to shock myself. I thought I was going to play this, but actually obviously we want to play this first. This isn't Liliana's, this is just waste off. It says whenever we discard stuff they do different stuff. Okay. We discard a non-creature, non-land draw, creature 2/2 and do some lands black. Come on, dude. This deck is like 100% removal. It's 5 removal cards so far. Okay. Probably take the Ascension because I'm guessing they got no creatures. They probably have a Liliana somewhere to be playing this. So this thing costs 6 to activate, right? Yeah. So we can make a 1/1 if there's like another Sheoldred's Edict effect. What's this? Each player draws a card, then discards a card. Well, that works well with that, doesn't it? Okay, fine. Why are we... How many lands am I playing? I'm only playing 24 lands. Why am I getting so fucked? That's good timing. Just don't be able to remove my nice 4/4, please. And Sheoldred's. Stop with the lands, seriously. Now we have to work twice as hard to finish them off. I don't want to keep anything in hand, right? I suppose I do, because then I could discard a land and just give them mana instead. I would have liked that, yeah. Whoops. Should have held onto the land. That was a fucking noob mistake. I'm just giving them a shitload of life back. Oh man. Yeah, I don't mind blocking. I got one more of these. I suppose I'd rather give them one than cost myself or. Unless this is a CoCo. Alright. I need to learn Explorer, man. I'm no good at Explorer. Okay, I've gotten to try and show stats at the end of the video, but for some reason Untapped.gg hasn't seemed to record any of the games despite the helper being running the whole time. Here's some of the alchemy decks I've been messing around with. As you can see, a much better win rate than we were doing in Explorer. Had a slightly shameful showing on my Explorer deck. I think making the change for the creatures that I showed in the intro would have made a big difference. But, you know, it's definitely a format we need to learn about the removal, we need to learn about what the other meta decks are and learn how to play against them, and frankly I just haven't really played any Explorer, so I'm keen to give it a little bit more of a go and see if I can work out how to be a bit better in Explorer. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate those who have made it to the end despite my woeful attempt at playing Explorer. I do appreciate it, and in 1 week's time we'll be having a new standard set come out, at which point we will be back to our normal routine of regular standard and alchemy videos. Appreciate the patience you guys are showing. Stay subscribed to the channel. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.